Hey guys, so here bringing you another video. And before the video begins, this video is proudly sponsored by NordVPN, our long-term partner on the channel. If you're in the market for a VPN, please do consider using Nord, linked down below. You can use my code HuzzyGames at checkout as well for a further discount. Obviously, a VPN, a virtual private network, is mainly designed to protect you online, but I've always been open and honest. The things that I would say about a VPN is if you're at home and you don't need to, let's say, circumnavigate restrictions, you probably don't need one at home. For a security thing, at least. But if you're traveling, if you're staying, in a hotel or you're at a coffee store and other people that you don't know are connecting to the same Wi-Fi, then that's when I would consider a VPN. To the very basic of, unfortunately, there's not very nice people on planet Earth. It sucks, but it's true. And if, you're doing something on your laptop, emailing, entering payment information, and you wouldn't feel comfortable turning around that laptop and showing people in public, then having a VPN is probably good in that situation. So it's just there to protect you. It puts an extra kind of layer that someone can't kind of like look down the other way, as it were, when it comes to the internet. And it's more for peace of mind that you will be okay and your data, your information will be safe. So that's kind of the security side, and that is important. But obviously, a big part of VPNing nowadays is the more casual side. So unlocking library of content. So Netflix, Amazon Video, all these places have different libraries depending where you are in the world. And it's always kind of annoying that, if you don't want to pay for all of them and you're like, I'm just paying for Netflix, but the movie that you want to watch is not on your country's Netflix, is on another country's Netflix. Kind of sucks that you are paying for the service, but it doesn't quite have what you want. But if you have a VPN, you can change your location to the country that has the movie. You can then watch the movie because that's where it thinks you are. Every now and then it'll work this out and it may boot you off, and then you just got to reconnect to a server or two, and then you'll have quite a lot of time to do it all again until it works it out again, and then you just connect to another server. It's basically a game of cat and mouse. So yeah, there are obviously more casual sides that kind of a VPN can help out. Obviously, depending what country you're in, there are also certain restrictions going on in the world, so having a VPN can kind of cover you off for that as well. But yeah, please do sign up down below. They recently renewed the contract, and they will continue to kind of give us 3 months extensions as long as people sign up. It doesn't have to be too many people, but if you're on the fence about it, it does help me out. So please do sign up, link down below. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. See you guys next time. Peace. Hey guys, so here bringing you another video. Welcome back to the A to Z challenge, which we are playing Hwei, man. So Hwei, one of the latest champions, but probably hilariously is still like a year old, which is insane. For the most part, he's a cool champion, but I'd say the negative of Hwei, if I had to give one straight away, is Hwei. He technically has got 10 abilities, so we'll go through it. But when you press Q, it unlocks 3 new abilities within the Q spellbook. And then when you eventually have W, it does the same. When you eventually press E, it does the same. And then your ultimate is its own thing. One of the problems I personally see with the champion is you really don't... Oh. Yeah. Why did they take that fight? What the heck is going on up here? You really don't do much with your... Woo! You don't use many of the other spells. There is basically one major combo you do, and that's about it. And I'd say that's my major complaint, is I think they could have made it more interesting, some of the other abilities. And, there is a time and a place to use most of them, but 90% of the time, you're just using... like 3 or 4 of them, and that's about it. So that was an insane level 1. Talon's level 1 isn't great because he actually has a hard time proccing his passive. Also, I don't know what's going on. There's been so much Morgana mid in this rating tier. Morgana mid sucks. Like, Morgana is not in a good place as a champion. So I don't really know why we're having quite a lot of Morgana in general. But we are. She's also running Barrier. Just reminding everyone, we're in Emerald MMR. like, this is not low rating. This is like, people in this game will be in roughly the top 8% of the game. That is not low. Top 8% is not low. Okay. So we'll go through the spells. So the Q is more or less the bread and butter when it comes to damage. The majority of the time, your Q will be looking to do the most damage. Your W is a bit more about utility. And then your E is a little bit more about CC, for the most part. Yeah. That's kind of the gist. Kind of think we're going to have an Inting Scion, by the way. So really, Robster just said, you've genuinely not played League in over a year, been watching you a lot recently, and since you played Gnar, you really wanted to play him, as I never played him before, and then you played one game, and there was a Morgana mid. Yeah, it's weird. I think, like, dare I say, someone said it, I think, a bit earlier in Twitch chat, Morgana mid is almost like Mal's. Like, you don't need to be very good. Oh my god, Severe, what? Nice. Woo! That's not too bad. Both mid laners get double buffs. I'm going to base instantly to go back to mid, though. So yeah, I need to explain Hwei's kit, but obviously, you know, if you've never watched this champion before, if you've never understood him, you know, he's more complex than the average. So let's just very quickly, while we're running to lane. So you press Q, unlocks the spell book. So QQ is majority of just the time that you're just throwing DPS down. It's a bit of an AoE circle. QW is a long range that doesn't execute along, like, you know, at lower health. And the E is kind of like a mini rumble almost, that you're basically doing like an AoE big shockwave of fire, which is not that. I misplayed. The W, what's going on top lane? Okay, I think no one's up. The W, so the WQ is a movement speed for you and teammates, I believe. The WW is a area of effect shield that if you walk in, you get a shield. Give me a second, because obviously there are cooldowns when I actually use an ability. So the WE, then it basically puts these circles around you that empowers your next few auto attacks, I think. And then your EQ is a straight line fear that is very good for single target DPS. So when if you do have someone just walking towards you, it's very good to EQ them, then open with your fire damage. And then EW is this thing that basically goes down on the floor if someone stands in it. I think they get rooted and they take damage. Barrier is insane. I don't like this. In my mind, it's maybe going to sound really weird what I'm about to say. Like, this is not low rating, but a Morgana taking barrier mid is a very low rating thing to see. It's weird. I don't know why someone's taking playing Morgana mid. Even if you are playing Morgana, why have you got barrier? I just don't understand it at all. The problem that Morgana's going to have is because she's not really a carry in modern day League, she just doesn't have much pressure to me. So in Champ Select, I will say our top laner did want mid, and he hovered Talon. And then the moment I said, no, I'm playing mid, because obviously I want to play Hwei for the A to Z challenge, he locked in Scion and said, right, it's Balsif FS time. The problem with that is Bowsen's Law and all that stuff isn't actually as effective nowadays. Obviously, because it's a very unhealthy playstyle. Riot have overall nerfed it over time. And obviously, Bowser can kind of make it work still. But that's when he's gone over 10 CS per minute every single game he plays it. Someone randomly playing it when they don't actually play it properly at all, it's just never really going to be worth it. He gets a kill, which is nice, and I honestly don't think the Talon can do much on top, to be fair. Sion, I would say, is potentially... Oh. He's potentially in the overpowered category right now. I think he was strong, and then for some reason, Riot buffed him. I genuinely don't know why they buffed him. So that, by the way, was a really bad play by Leona. Obviously, she was coming mid to realistically, I would say, roam over to these, but then she just took giga damage. Now, the problem with that is Tam Kench, I don't know, well, he's 0-3. He just tried to dive and just gave it a Felios a free one, like a free kill. I got the Morgana. Unfortunate, Talon was around, which I'm to be expected, but then Shen obviously comes. See you later, Nilex. Nilex, a long-term friend of mine, just said 3-1. Hey guys, it's Nilex here. Just wanted to say, have a great day, everyone. And Huzzy, wishing you all the best. May your wedding day be like everything you dreamed of, and the start of a beautiful new chapter. Together full of love, joy, and happiness. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Nilex. For those that are like, you know, if you've not heard me say Nilex much, Nilex, I've known, believe it or not, for... Oh, God, how long has it been? 16 years or something? 16 or 17 years? We were World of Warcraft guild mates. I know Nilex before I met Jeebus, which people probably know that name, or, you know, Tentry, which is Aaron, Galzuk. You know, Nilex was one of my OG guild mates. When I joined a guild called Unknown Era, I think Nilex was already in the guild. But yeah, very, very, very long time. And Nilex, every now and then, he just dips in a little bit more often, and it's always lovely to see him.
What I imagine.
Alan's top. Wait, what? What build is Shen going? Wait, why are you here? So Leona really wants a mid lane gank to work, I guess.
Relieve the pain.
Can this Leona not come mid every single minute of the day? Is the HelloFresh just for the... no, it's for anywhere that has HelloFresh. It's the first one we've ever done that basically, if you are wanting to sign up, you can be in any country that has HelloFresh. Use my code and you will count to the sponsorship.
Enemy killing spree.
As a side,
An enemy has been slain.
side left alone.
Yeah, it's basically worldwide. And I get $50 per sign up from every country, but if you're in America, I get $90 per sign up, which is insane. So I'm having to play a little bit passive right now. I would really like to continue playing aggressive and kind of beat the Morgana really hard, but she's just getting a little bit too much help. Yeah, using my ulti as a deterrent. Yeah, the Morgana's getting a lot of help. Yeah, the link will always take you to the US website. There should potentially be a pop-up saying, hey, we've recognized you're in wherever. Do you want to go to that website? Click yes. But if it doesn't do that, just go to your own country's HelloFresh, do the deal, sign up and everything, and then where there's the enter a code, use my code, which again in chat, obviously, it starts with POG. POGHF163381. You use that code, they will know you're basically from me, and I will get the commission, in essence.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah. I will also be doing a cooking stream later this month.
An enemy has been slain.
just kind of guessing if she's back there basing. Presumably she's basing. So look at the bot lane, by the way. Their tower's destroyed because Leona's been way too much in mid lane, which is a bit weird. Supports do that still, and I don't know why. Nice, so that's 3 objectives, and they're probably going to end up with tower pretty soon.
The heart's bared isn't broken. It's freed.
Because Hwei as a champion, when you get the kind of gist of him, one of the complaints I know some people have about the champion when you play against him, he's really safe. You guys can see my wave clear, it's so high, and I can basically just stay away if I wanted to, and there's not a lot the enemy team can do about it. I have high range, high AoE wave clear, like, it's very little you can actually do. There's first blood tower.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
The Talon is probably in this jungle if I had to guess. Nice. That was Shen as well. Heartsteel Shen and Heartsteel Scion. Now again, there was a world that I remember I was like, when I was playing a lot of Shen and Heartsteel was like the item, I was like, oh, do I go Heartsteel if I'm playing Shen? Because sometimes if you are a Heartsteel champion, or if you're not a Heartsteel champion and you're against a Heartsteel champion, it can sometimes feel a bit unfair. Because you're just basically becoming outscaled through Heartsteel. So he might be just building Heartsteel because he's against a Scion that's building it, but yeah. I don't even know if I would build it anyway. Oh. Kazakh.
An ally has been
He
slain.
double killed them. That Shen just 2v1 double killed with Heartsteel. That should not happen at all. I'm on my way.
Ally has been slain. Killing spree.
Nice, dude. Not bad. Look at her health bar. 30 health. Oh, I haven't really mentioned. With Hwei, if you hit, I think it's 2 abilities consecutively back to back, you do some bonus damage. So, like, Hwei's damaging abilities against enemies, mark them. Hitting marked enemies with a second, basically, damage ability, creates an explosion underneath them that deals 200 damage. So, like, people could flash out of that, in theory, because it's underneath them, I believe. But it would be hard to dodge.
Everyone's made of contradictions.
Dude, come on now. I died. This Leona has been helping her so much. And again, the Barret, like, I will say, I am weirded out that we're in Emerald MMR and I'm going to say mid lane Morgana with barrier. That's just never going to help you do much. Like, if you want, why are we surrendering? That would be the Kazakhs starting to rage out. Boots are helpful, Kazakhs, just to say. Just what I would also say myself, by the way, is interesting. Toro. Oh, I've gone blank. I was going to say something, but I can't remember what I was going to say.
Into the fire.
On licky. That's not what I was going to say. Yeah, I can't remember. I was going to say something, but I can't remember what I was going to say. No, my brain. My brain is just over frazzled right now. We have actually hilariously quite a busy day today as well. What are they doing? Oh, I remembered. If you're randomly like, I'm going to play Morgana mid, barrier is terrible. Like, there's no point taking barrier. If you don't want teleport, which that's, by the way, what you should have, 2 other runes that would be easily better, Ghost or Exhaust. those would be miles better than barrier. So Ghost would be one of the weaknesses of Morgana is it's actually really hard for her to get her ultimate off. People just run away. It's because it's not that powerful. But if you have Ghost, you basically can stay with people. That's quite strong.
Every mark.
Oh. Look how much damage I'm doing from far away, by the way. Nice. Is that, wait, are we acing them? We just aced them without the Scion.
Ace.
Nice.
An enemy has been slain.
Do you think these spam pings are good spam pings or bad spam pings? Because I think initially he was annoyed that I didn't, like, stay around or something, but that play, I couldn't stay around.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Yeah, I mean... Hwei's a very, very, very powerful character. What are we doing? Oh, dear. He's really wanting to kill me. He's dead. I didn't get an assist. How don't I have an assist off that? I definitely damaged him within 10 seconds. 100%. There's no way that was over 10 seconds. I refuse to believe that was over 10 seconds. Bonk. Got him. Dude, he flashed for no reason. And then my W could easily hit for free. Just saved his flash. See the difference in strength between me and Morgana? Like, she's not a mid lane carry. You can literally see the difference between something that is a mid lane carry and something that isn't. Morgana, dare I even say, Morgana's kind of a bad support nowadays. She's not even a great support. To take it mid lane is, in my opinion, wild. Keep me. Thank you. The Shen is such an aggressive Shen. Too aggressive, really. Yeah, Hwei's a fun champ. I like him. If I played mid lane, like on the main account still, I think Hwei would be in my pool. But I don't know. I've obviously not loved mid lane in recent league. Yeah, they're doing it. Into certain matchups, none in mid lane. Like, I'll say it bluntly, 0. There is literally no point to play Morgana in mid. There is a better champion in every single scenario that you'd want to play Morgana. That's her problem. She does not excel at anything. If you want a safe lane phase, Malzahar. If you want CC, you meant in the support role? Oh. This is not helping me fight, man. Dude. This stupid moron of a Kha'Zix, literally that was doing my head in while I was fighting. If that all spamming on top of my character wasn't going on, that would be very helpful. What? Is this like a hard stuck play? Oh, yeah. Okay, so the Kazakhs is just a giga hard stuck play with a negative overall win rate. Why is he pinging people? He's got a 40% win rate stuck in Emerald 4. Oh, these players irk me. Because this Kazakh probably thinks he's the best player in the world. They really irk me. Does my head in. Because very often the Kazakhs won't even realise he's probably one of the worst players in this game. So irritating. Oh, that Q. That's fine. Oh.
Keep spiraling.
Oh. I think I got it. The enemy team just doesn't have any strength. The heck?
Creativity is limitless.
Bomb. Oh dear. Okay, well that's probably game. What a bizarre game. What a bizarre game. The enemy team just kind of fell apart. Like, again, the bot lane has obviously done very, but the enemy bot lane has died 19 times. That's quite bad. Shen has been very aggressive, but he's got very low farm. Morgana is just not strong in any regard. Or he would have died. So, like, they didn't really have a carry in mid laner. And Morgana has a job as well. What they want, obviously, to do is, like, pick somebody. They never really had opportunities to pick us because we were always on the aggression. That's the thing. Morgana's not a very, like, she's the champion that wants to go forward, land a Q on somebody, engage with a Talon. But if you're on the back foot the whole time, you don't get to do that. So, yeah. There we go. Very nice win. That is Mr. Hwei, man. We went 9-3-14. Obviously, Severe does more damage than me because they were just popping off in bot lane. But yeah, overall, not too bad. But he's a fun champ. Like, but no, I'm not an expert Hwei. I don't play too much of the champion. But majority of this game, I was just using probably only 4 or 5 spells. And he has 10. I think it would be nice if, like, well, maybe it would be harder to design a champ to use all 10 all the time. But you mainly just use 4 or 5. You know, it's mainly all 3 of your Qs are useful. QQ, QW, QE, they're all good. Your EQ is very good for single target. Your EE is decent for like bringing AoE CC together. And then your ultimate. And then the W you're occasionally using at the right time. So maybe you are using more than I think. But yeah, for the most part, it is just kind of using the most damage, like the most stuff. And yeah, Shen was dealing billions of damage. Again, tanks still do way too much damage than they really should. You know, that Shen was just walking over people with full, you know. This is not technically a tank item, but tanks use it. Tank damage is just really high. It is really, really, really high. But overall, quite a fun game. Hey, Lockgoom87, 39 months of Prime. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, do throw a like on it, throw a comment, throw a subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Welcome to the Rift, where the legends play. It's HuzzyGames bringing skill every day. From tips to tricks and play so fine. You'll learn the game and have a good time. Thanks for watching, you're the real MVP. Hit that like and sub. join the family tree. Like, comment, and subscribe. Keep the Huzzy dream alive. Tune in on Twitch, it's the place to be. HuzzyGames, let's go hang with me. So hit that bell, don't miss